Red Devil talk, and this manager needs to go. That's how I'm gonna start the show. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it or say anything else. Solskjaer needs to go. It's that simple. This board knows what it needs to do now. This board knows what it needs to do now, and I think this manager needs to go. Guys, he's done. He's done out here, man. That was the most embarrassing result I've ever seen. Like, I was like, I didn't even bother watching the rest of the game. I just saw it at 4-0, and I was like, you know what? That's it for me. For my own sanity, I just cut the game short because I was not watching that scrap. That was bloody. But then, like I said, in my previous match reaction where we beat Atalanta 3-2, if you actually watched it, you'd know what I said. And that was plain and simple. I said I wasn't happy with the result. Imagine after a game, you sitting there and you look so disappointed and you look like your energy has been sucked out of you. All of it. That's how I looked. Like, people thought I was being negative when I said that game against Atalanta was just pure rubbish. Anyone who was excited with that win knew, obviously, weren't thinking this far along. Because I said that game is Liverpool's gonna expose us. Like I said, that game was only just gonna show us how Liverpool was gonna expose us. And I did tell you that we're not winning that game. I told you so. I'm not gonna say I told you so, but I'm gonna say it. I told you so. I told you that Liverpool are gonna come and embarrass us, and you guys are not the only one I've told. I've told everyone that this was gonna happen. Solskjaer needs to go. If the board knows what's good for them, the manager needs to leave. He's done. Like, there's nothing more we can discuss. Like, there's nothing you can really discuss. There's nothing that you can say that he needs more time. Because the next time I hear someone tell me that thinks that this guy needs more time, that person is delusional. You're deluded. Like, you cannot tell me that you're a Manchester United fan and you want this guy to be here. Are you mad? Come on, guys. Like I know some of the top rates or whatever they're under the Glazers' pockets, which is clear because there's no way in hell you're accepting that garbage that we just saw. These guys didn't even make an effort. We never beat even Liverpool on its worst, with its worst team. We never beaten them for 5-0 at Anfield. There was no, like, these players literally want this guy out. Like, you can just see there's no way you can perform like that and you don't want this guy out. These players want him out like they're sick. That's why I told people, like, imagine in my previous stream, I said, if I'm feeling this way or the whole entire time, the whole 2 years about Solskjaer, imagine how these players are feeling. The likes of Ronaldo, the likes of Varane, the likes of Sancho, the likes of, all these players who know that they're better than what they are right now. I wonder how they're feeling if we are saying, or we are able to spot that there aren't tactics being displayed. There aren't any proper game. Like, there's no proper planning. There's no tactics. There's no style of play. These players are like, you saw how Liverpool they scored today. That's how a proper team scores. That's how a well-drilled team looks like. They could start the ball from the back, build up from the back, and still end up scoring. We can't do that. I've never seen us do that since this guy has been here. Not even once. Huh? And you're gonna tell me I'm not able to see that for myself. You guys are always waiting for these experienced managers to come through and tell you guys what we've been telling you. Trust me, football fans know football. Like those football fans who are like 6 months in to Solskjaer's first season and who are saying Solskjaer out. Those are true football experts. Not pundits who are sitting there who are paid by these huge corporations to spew rubbish. Not his mates, not all his mates. You know, imagine you basing your opinion on Ferdinand, who's Ole's mate, or you basing your opinion on Gary Neville, who's Ole's mate. Gary Neville has sucked at management as well. That's why he was sacked at Valencia. And you're gonna trust his opinion and Ferdinand's opinion over your own. Guys, you've got your own eyes. You don't need an expert to be telling you what's going on the field of play. I saw this 6 months into his reign that he needed to go. And it might have been harsh, but you can see certain things he was just not able to get them. If you can't instill a style of play within the first 3 or 4 months as manager, and your team cannot play according to your style of play or cannot adapt to your style of play, you need to go. That's it. Like, you don't need any more confirmation. You don't need more players. You don't need more money. No, we need to already see what you're trying to do. We need to know what you're trying to do. If I'm not able to identify your style of play within the first 3 or 4 months into your career as manager, then you need to go. You're not good enough. You're not good enough if that's what you're doing. It's that simple, guys. Like, some things, like I always say, and I always point them out, that it's common sense. If you've ever played football, or if you've watched football a little bit, like even 4 or 5 years, guys, if you've watched football for 4 or 5 years, some things you'll be able to pick them up, but you'll be doubting yourself and saying, maybe I don't know what I'm seeing. Let me wait for an expert to come and confirm it to me first. No, what you're seeing is what it is. You don't need no Gary Neville. You don't need no Rio Ferdinand. You don't need Roy Keane. You don't need anyone telling you that there's something blatantly wrong here. And we were called out. Like, fans who called this guy out earlier on were blacklisted as fake fans by these guys. These top Reds aren't even real Man United fans anymore. These top Reds aren't real Man United fans anymore. We don't classify them as one of our own anymore. These guys are so guys who are so up their own asses. When you criticize the club or you criticize something wrong that they're doing, you're not a real fan. These guys they always preach that they hate the owners, but they preach the same message as the owners. How can you say that you hate the owners for lowering standards at the club, and then right now you're going back on that word and saying, okay, no, we need to give this guy a chance. You know, we need more time. Hey, support the club. No, you basically are a Glazer. There's no difference. You're just like your owners. You're just like people that you hate. You hate these owners. You guys will protest every day. Every day saying that Glazer's out, Glazer's out, Glazer's out. But then you're out here saying Solskjaer in, Solskjaer in. You see how brain dead that is? Come on. It's time. It's high time that if these owners have any love for this club, they would be ready to sack this guy tonight. Not in 24 hours time, not in anything, tonight. He needs to go tonight. I want to see a message in the morning saying this guy is sacked. That's all I want to see, guys. Like if these owners actually give the slightest or have business common sense, they'll sack this guy tonight. Because this season, I always say, and I'll keep saying it, this season is very much salvageable. It can be saved. Like, we're 8 points behind Chelsea now. We're still in the Champions League. So when the next manager comes in, we can still get top 4. Top 4 is very much, we can still get it. It's still within grasps. You understand? And we're still in the Champions League group stages as well. So we can get in someone now. Preferably, I prefer Zidane. I prefer Zidane, not Antonio Conte, because Antonio Conte is not a very entertaining manager. He's very pragmatic. And I've always said that this club, the reason why people say, oh, but we had Van Gaal, we had all these guys, why should we sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? It's because we go after every pragmatic manager there is. I've never seen us go after a manager that plays attacking football. That's what's wrong. You understand? So for now, I'd say go for Zidane. Zidane is very tactically astute. He knows how to pick the right team for the specific game. And that's what people will obviously not, or rather should I say, overlook. But we all know that's not, we all know that Zidane is good for this job. Zidane needs to be called, like someone needs to call Zidane. Like there's no smoke without fire. I know one of these players were probably saying, you know what, Ronaldo's probably saying, no, nah, man, someone call up Zidane. Like, we're tired. I'm not seeing any tactics. Imagine Ronaldo just got in now, and the likes of Sancho just got in now, and they've seen this mess. Only 2 or 4 games. Imagine into their careers. Imagine what the rest of these players, the likes of Pogba, were seeing for the last 2 years. And you wonder why he was not signing a new contract, and he just wanted to leave. I don't blame him. He can leave. Because I would also want to leave if I'm stuck with a manager that does not even know how to do a basic job, who doesn't even know how to implement basic tactics. What is he doing there anyways? He even came out and said he doesn't even manage. That's a joke. Imagine a manager coming to a press conference and saying he does not even manage the team. Where's the accountability, guys? Where's this the nerve? You understand? This club is run like a circus. These guys are clowns. Like, these guys up there, they you know, as much as I hate what Solskjaer is doing right now, and he's a clown and he's an amateur as a manager, but those guys up there are just worse. This is why I do not like business people who know fuck all about football coming up to clubs, buying them, and then, you know, run them like corporations. It's not the same. It's not the same, guys. Like, come on. Football needs to change. These business guys need to stay away from football. There needs to be laws instilled that stop these businessmen from just coming in and buying football clubs. You're degrading our sport that we love. This is entertainment. You know nothing about entertainment. You guys should stick to owning business corporations and stay in the corporate world. Stop trying to mess it up for the rest of us. We don't want to see none of this crap. Solskjaer needs to go. These owners, if they know what's good for them, trust me, there will be protests. Whether there's and it might end up being a kind of like a civil protest, because I feel that there's still a section of the fan base that are so up their own asses that they're gonna try and stop the other fan base from the other side of the fan base from protesting. Fans need to protest. If these guys are not sacking Solskjaer tonight, you guys need to go out there and protest. That's the message to those who are in England. You feel I'm right behind you. We're all behind you. For those real United fans who want to see the club gain some progression, we're behind fans who want to go out and protest. Because now the previous protests have been were done under false pretenses. These guys were not protesting Glazer out. They actually just wanted Glazers to spend money, and that's that's how they misled a lot of people into protesting. Right now, we want this manager gone. We want to be able to turn the season around the same way Chelsea last season were able to turn their season around with Lampard. We're in the same situation, but we can prevent the situation from getting worse. If it's not bad enough right now, it can only get worse. And trust me, we're not about to wait till Man City batters us, because Man City is going to give us a 6-0. If this guy is still here till Man City game, we need to also go Glazer out at the same time. You know, forget Solskjaer out. We want you guys out, Glazers. We don't care how much money you spend, because money is not going to fix the problem. But proper execution of the money that's been spent is what's going to fix this problem. The right appointments in the right positions within the club structures is what is going to put this club back to where it's supposed to be. Not money being spent just for the sake of being spent. Money does not guarantee success on its own, but money with the application of being able to implement structures and making sure that the right people are placed in the right positions to be effective within an organization is what makes an organization successful. Come on, man. Like this, guys, no. Like, I'm just gonna close off the show now. But all I have to say now, before I go too deep, before I end up speaking for 1 hour, this guy needs to go. This was the most embarrassing result I'll probably ever see. Hopefully for the rest of my life, because this was atrocious. This was atrocious, and things need to change. Let's see what happens in the next few hours. Maybe, who knows, I might come back and announce that we've got a new manager. But you know where my problems lie. People think it's just with Solskjaer, it's with this board as well, because they're keeping him in the job. The guy won't resign, or for obvious financial reasons. But obviously the board is the one that has the power to sack him. So now the pressure needs to be put up there, not here. Putting the pressure on Solskjaer it's pointless if he's not the one who's gonna sack himself. So the board needs to do something fast. Hopefully in the next hour, like I said, or in the next day or so, this guy is sacked. We have Zidane in, because I don't want Antonio Conte for obvious reasons. He comes with huge problems. But yeah, Liverpool 3, Manchester United 0. I mean, I'm even saying the wrong score because I'm just so embarrassed. So it was Liverpool 5, Manchester United 0. And Liverpool, let's bear in mind, Liverpool scored 4 goals in only one half. So it's up to the board now. It's up to the board. If the board don't do anything, fans need to come out in numbers and protest. I will be for that protest. I will advertise it myself. So guys, thank you for joining me, man, for that rant. And yeah, let's hope things change in the next day or so. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be announcing a new manager, but this is too much now. This has gone on far too long. Make sure you like and subscribe to my content, guys. And yeah, I'm signing out. It's your boy Neo, and yeah, enjoy your evening.
Earl, have you ever lost your mind? Have you ever lost your mind?